National Football League.
Snow falling here at game time at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Bears. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But what he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further.
And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Third and 5. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 21 on that one. First down, L.A.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Rams.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
Now a second down throw for Stafford. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Rams first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, Stafford finds Nakua on the slant. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Open man is Smith. He's got him. And he's going to have the first down, but we do have a flag on the field. Walking backwards.
Still third down.
The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. From the gun, here's Stafford. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down. And that one not going to have enough leg behind it. Not by a long shot. It is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
And that's just a tough way to finish off what was a good opening drive. And obviously, as a kicker, you have to have a short memory. But you can bet he'll be thinking about that one the rest of the way.
They go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage if that. But there is a flag on the field. And that is in the area where usually someone was held. To throw is Williams. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Throwing on second down. Williams just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get them the ball.
On fourth down, here's Torrey Taylor to punt for Chicago. Xavier Smith is deep for L.A. Ball security a must in these conditions. Fair catch called for and taken without issue. The Rams offense ready now for their second drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Off play action. It's Stafford. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike. Make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
They'll mark him down just shy of the 40. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
To throw is Stafford. Going right back to Nakua. Complete. He'll be out of bounds. That's a decent pickup of 5 on first down.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
A give, and here comes Williams. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Stafford. The second down throw is incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Man in motion is Smith. He'll try to pick this up with a pop pass. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll snap it. Here's Stafford. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And he's going to have the Rams first down as this defense can't come up with the play they needed. They surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down. The motion man is Nakua. This one complete to Atwell. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
3rd down, 3 to go. Now it's Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
Williams gets it from the pistol. And strong running in deep. Inside the 10-yard line, a gain of 9 on the carry. 2nd and inches. Stafford. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. They'll try to sneak it here, and he's going to have a Rams first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up into this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
It's Stafford throwing from the pistol. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Williams. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go into the end zone, but he may have gotten a little help along the way. This one's coming back. So holding is the call. And take that touchdown off the board. Third and goal. Stafford. He pulls it in around the 5.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Rams will take a 3-0 lead.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Bears offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They're going to run. It's the man from Rutgers, Kyle Monunga. And all it takes a little bit of snow to make things slippery out here. He'll get forward for only a yard. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Williams. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back. From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. Throw it again. It's Williams. He's got Loveland free left side. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They're locked in on this drive. 2nd connection for that pair. This one gaining 22.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, And that last pickup leads to a first down.
First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pickup there by the back to pick up the first down.
They'll go play action here with Williams. That's going to be taken in by Durham Smythe.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On second down, it's Williams. Quick slant, caught by Burton. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete. Holston Loveland was the intended receiver. It's second down. Williams to the air once more. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play. In this opening quarter.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed.
Dude, I thought he caught that. Are you kidding me? That should have been good. Oh, a perfect route. Completely lost the defender. Got him bunched up. He didn't drag his feet. Did he 1, 2? Wait a minute. What the hell? Let's see. 1. Let me get rid of this. 2. That should be good. Unless we're trying to say he didn't complete the process. That's a catch, man. And I can't even challenge it. 1, 2. I guess they're trying to say he didn't complete the process because he's still completing the process. I don't know. Like a catch to me, guys. What do you guys think?
Throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
On third down, it's Williams. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Rams out to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter. Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the Bears will tie the game at 3 apiece.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
On the return, this is Blake Corum. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They've been forced to settle for field goal attempts on the first couple of drives. A miss, followed by a make. They'll need to pick the pace up here a little bit as they get started on first and 10. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. On the ground, it's the tight end. He'll take this forward for about 5. from the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. The motion man is Nakua. Here's a handoff to Williams. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. They'll put a receiver in motion right. They'll try to run for it with Williams.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. On the ground, here is Manunga. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. Here's Torrey Taylor now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And a pretty good punt there. A fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. The Rams offense ready to see what they can do. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
It's certainly not for the lack of trying, but these guys are having a really hard time getting on the same page right now. I mean, he's still looking for his first catch, despite getting a handful of targets going his way.
Stafford now on 2nd down. 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line.
The offense's backs were already up against the wall, and after suffering that last sack, it's all but eliminated whatever breathing room they had left, and for the rest of this drive, they don't have much room for error at all.
Man, that was almost a safety, man. Look at that. Oh, man, that should be a safety, shouldn't it? That's where the ball is when you go down.
So 4th down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. And back deep is Devin Duvernay to return. That's taken on this side of midfield. And it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. Williams going to keep it on the zone read. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
I I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. This is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. But there is a marker down.
Oh, my God. He caught it, but there was holding. What a play. Oh, what a call. But we got holding.
So, a costly penalty here. It wipes away the touchdown.
Oh, that was a perfect play-action pass. God dang it.
Still 2nd down.
Somebody speaking Spanish in the crowd. I heard that. You guys hear that? There's some Spanish speakers in the crowd in Chicago.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Jared first getting in for the sack, and now it's going to be 3rd and a mile.
You can hear some boo birds coming out with some angry fans here right behind us, Mike, and rightfully so. They went from 2nd and long, which is obviously not ideal, to now 3rd and nearly impossible. I mean, it's looked about as bad as you can imagine.
Third and long. Here's Williams. This one taken in by Odunze. And he will...
Oh, my God, that was beautiful execution by Chicago. Beautiful. We are seeing some good play calling right here by Chicago, man. Oh, that was gorgeous. Steps up in the pocket. Got the rub. In the snow, too.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. These kicks not a given in the snow, but this one is good. And the Bears take a 10-3 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Corum. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Rams offense getting set to get back to work. Just the lone field goal for them so far. Down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Play action now for Stafford. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
brings up third down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
On third down, it's Williams from the gun. And that is incomplete. Rove Odunze, the one he was looking for. And that'll set up fourth down. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This a 42-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears add on to their lead.
Rams almost got there for that block, man. I was questioning that. Like, is he gonna get it off? Oh man, I was hairline close.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Corum. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Rams offense ready to get back at it. They're in a 10-point hole. It's 13-3 as this drive starts with first down. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Andrew Billings from the interior there to bring him down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
Stafford now on third down, taking a shot downfield for Adams. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Duvernay to return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Bears offense ready to take over once again. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
That's caught left side by Odunze. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big-time play for the Bears. And even 30 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. They'll look to pick up the pace. Off play action. Here's Williams. Forced out wide. Off he goes. And he will take this.
What a juke by Williams. Celebrate that one, bro. Yeah. Oh, man. Woo! What a juke.
He's looking to throw. Can't find
Celebrate that one, bro. Jeez.
For an exciting touchdown run.
And These are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. He had all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs.
Man, he killed 2 guys on that at the goal line. They didn't even touch him.
Santos for the extra point.
Oh, I tell you, the Bears are all over them, man.
This one good.
They have jumped all over the Rams here.
As they extend their second quarter lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Corum. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Rams offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And all it takes a little bit of snow to make things slippery out here. He'll get forward for only a yard.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Second down, it's Stafford. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
That was an all-in effort up front, Mike. They knew the quarterback sneak was coming, and there is only one way to stop it. We normally don't see defenses win at the line on a sneak, but in this case, they did, and they bring up 4th down.
And he's not going anywhere.
What the heck was that? What happened?
On down.
What was that? He's like It's like Stafford just froze. I guess it was a design QB run. I don't know. That's a terrible call, though. I'll tell you that, man. Doing his
Trying to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10.
Man, this Bear defense is ferocious out here, man.
They're going to run it here with Monunga. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's a run with Swift. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. A play fake. Now Williams gonna look deep, looking for more. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A big-time play for the Bears. 39 yards.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
He didn't catch that. What the hell? He didn't even catch it. How was that?
Both pre-snap and post-snap.
What?
It's about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position.
Wow.
Get in and out of the right call.
Wow.
Find the holes along the back end. And
Wow.
then throw. You can't put it in
That's
the better
terrible.
spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Got his man at the 6. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
On the bootleg, it's Williams. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Now this looks like it. Williams hit, and he loses the football. And the Rams come up with the recovery. Well, they come up with the turnover on defense.
He got stuck. I got to see that replay on that hit, man.
Mike, anytime
He's stuck, Williams. On a quarterback draw, trying to cut off. Bam!
They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense.
Here come the Rams as their offense tries back.
I'll tell you one, that's a big play for the Rams, man, because this was getting ready to be blowout territory. They scored there.
1st and 10. They'll go with Williams. And this is going nowhere. He's going backwards to the 4-yard line.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. Oh, that's not going to work out.
What the heck kind of a play? Man, I don't know what, man. This is some of the worst play calling ever. Why would you call a play like that on your own goal line?
They feel great about it.
That is brutal. Scott Linehan, whatever his name is, known for his great play calling. Not today. That was stupidity right there.
Here comes a free kick from the 20-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Williams. He finds his tight end, that's Smythe. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half.
And 9 at the 41-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Right back to Moore, another grab. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. Good for a Bears 1st down. Throwing again, Williams. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your finger.
To the goal line and in. Holston Loveland. Touchdown Bears. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
On is Santos for the PAT. These kicks not a given in the snow, but this one is good. And the Bears tack on one more to their lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28th-yard line. The Rams offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. Back to throw. Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half. In motion. Stafford now to throw on 1st down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. To the air again. Stafford. A pass complete there to Smith. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing again is Stafford. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, And now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. Stafford to throw again. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete. 21 is the line to gain as we hit third down. Again, it's Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
That one is good. And the Rams will cut into that lead.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando, where it almost never snows. These two teams dealing with a light dusting, and that's expected to go on into the second half. Who handles it better? Let's go back out to the stadium and check in with our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Snow continuing to fall as we get set for the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bears offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Run now for Manunga. And he'll try to drive forward. Not a bad gain in these conditions. We'll give him about 5 yards.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 29. Here's 2nd down and 5. Manunga gonna get it again. Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
Well, in a game that seems like it's gone all in their favor, that's kind of one of the rare cases where this offense didn't appear to be on the same page, because for as good as they have been all day long, this possession at least, they're going to stall out.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Rams offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. From the 31, here is 2nd down and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up Working out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Oh, not a good punt there. This is a duck. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Bears offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll start on the ground with Swift. That's a short pickup to about the 47. Tackle made by Nate Landman. They face second down and 7. They'll go again with Swift. He's able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not the second. He's taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
On third down, it's Williams. In trouble, and down he goes.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher. And this offense now finds themselves staring at fourth down as a result.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Rams offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. On first down, it's Stafford. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
11 yards on the pass there. First down, L.A. A give, and here comes Williams. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Oh, the ball's out. The Bears have it.
The penalty is declined.
On the give, it is Manunga. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
They'll run with Manunga. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
2-yard pickup brings up third and 1.
Third and a yard. Here's Williams now to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on. Well, that was a disaster. I like the call. I like going for it on fourth down. Give your offense a chance to extend this drive and maintain possession, but after going the wrong way, now they're going to have to watch the other team take over after failing to move the chains.
On first down, it is Williams. And he'll try to drive forward. Not a bad gain in these conditions. We'll give him about 5 yards. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. They'll go again here with Williams. And the defense strings him out. He'll fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They put Adams in motion. Stafford now on 3rd down. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Rams punting unit coming out. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. He'll return it from the 11. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. On first down, it's Swift. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. That stop made by Byron Young.
28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. To throw, it's Williams. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up 3rd and real long.
3rd and long. Here's Williams, and that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Oh, that could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. They put Adams in motion. Receiver in motion. Going right. They run over center with Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
Gain of 16 yards. First down.
On first down, right back to Williams. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. That one good for 26 yards.
At this point, Mike, it's clear this defense just doesn't have a lot of answers right now for this run game. A combination of the job being done up front by the offensive line and the big playability of this running back. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Stafford now on 2nd down. That one incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Throw it on 3rd down, Stafford. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Rams cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bears offense and DJ Moore heading back onto the field. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Williams. He'll let one go down the middle. That's caught. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big-time play for the Bears. 45 yards.
Well, in my house, Mike, my kids call that a dot. I mean, I don't think he could have walked out there and handed it to him any better. And everyone wants to talk about arm talent and how far can you throw it. But in the NFL, if you want to play quarterback, accuracy is the #1 quality a quarterback has to have.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. He's got it! And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. A big-time play for the Bears. And even 30 yards. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. They'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. And he's in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Santos for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Bears will extend this third quarter lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Parkinson in motion. Stafford now on first down. And he's going to go out of bounds, though there are markers on the field as the officials will sort this one out. Boy, easy call for an official. Once the receiver steps out of bounds, he can't the flag. They put Adams in motion. Second down, it's Stafford. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. They get 24 on that one. Good for a Rams first down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Rams.
Now it's Williams. He'll work forward for a couple. Tyler Gordon there to make the tackle. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He's got his man, Devontae Adams. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. Punt team headed out for the Rams, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and take. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Connection made. It's Burton. He's close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and a yard.
At the 10-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here's third down and a few inches. Fourth quarter begins on the ground with Swift. And I don't know. I'm not sure he got there. I think they're going to mark him short. And now it is fourth down.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing second and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss. And it brings up fourth down.
Now movement up front. It's a big decision coming from the officials. Who's the penalty on? That'll march them back half the distance, and they'll go from there. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it first and 10. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 9. Stafford. That's taken in left side by Smith. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They go jet sweep and give it to Adams. They'll take this forward for about 5.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that game.
Here comes second and 4. It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. They'll come up to third and 3. To throw is Stafford. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
And there's a great example of the pressure altering the quarterback's plan. They need to continue to get him off his spot, continue to make him speed through those progressions. I think if they can continue to do that, they're going to find good success.
Parkinson in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
Now a toss, left side, it's Swift. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Chicago. Even with the lead, they're trying to press the tempo. On the toss, it is Swift. This time they're They're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
On the ground, here is Manunga. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That one on target to Moore. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Bears first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
They're going to run it here with Manunga. And all it takes a little bit of snow to make things slippery out here. He'll get forward for only a yard.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down. On the give, here's Swift. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Chicago.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game. This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
And that is incomplete.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
Oh, he landed it at the right spot, just had the wrong spin. It goes into the end zone, touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 20-yard line. The Rams offense back onto the field for their next possession. A first down throw for Stafford. Short throw, pulled in by Parkinson. And they will finally run him down. That is a big gainer for the Rams. 32 yards. They'll try the right side with Williams. This field pretty slick now. That picked up only about 3 yards. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Look 60. From the gun, here's Stafford. Working 3 downfield, it is Williams. And they'll get into the end zone for the first time tonight. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Rams. Nevis, good on the extra point. And the Rams are able to cut into the deficit. With down 3 scores and it's late, they're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
What is that? On the give, it is Manunga. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy. And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
3rd down, they need 5. What is up? Williams. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. Good-looking screen play there, a gain of 11 and a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
He's taken down just shy of the 10. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another 1st down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it, and no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Rams' 10-yard line.
What's up? Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. They'll run with Manunga. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And he will have the 1st down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. So this one in the win column for the Bears. They get it done to the delight of this crowd. We saw a snowball or 2 launched in jubilation as time expired. Now these fans are going to have to battle the roadway. Safe getting home, folks, but sure it was worth it after a home victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.